Well, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome. On behalf of the whole team at Loyal, Natalie in particular, we welcome you to our auction today. She's done a great job in drumming up a big crowd for a terrific property, and we see some familiar faces throughout the campaign. Hello again today. My name's Yanni Mooney. I'll be looking after the auctioneering side of things today. Of course, Natalie's been with you every step of the way. She's supplied you with all relevant documentation, including the centrepiece of today's proceedings, our contract of sale. It's clean, concise, unconditional in its nature. It states no cooling off period, no buyer's inspection, and no finance provisions, which of course gives our bidders here today to bid on a very open, very even playing field. GST is not applicable on today's sale. A 4 out to 10% deposit of the purchase price and a 30 out to 60-day settlement period. We do understand there are some variations in place which have been agreed by the buyer and the seller as well for those settlement and deposit conditions there. So good luck with your bidding. Bid and bid with confidence. So the terms and conditions of sale now, our highest approved bidder, they will be our lucky buyer, subject to the reserve price and the seller's final approval. I, the auctioneer, can place a vendor's bid on our seller's behalf. That's never at the reserve price or over the reserve price, always to ensure the auction is heading in that right direction. But the best way to ensure an auctioneer stays out of the bidding is to make sure you bidders stay in the bidding. Well, welcome back here to 12 Bunowen Street. What a terrific character home. A solid brick it feels, doesn't it? Double story, all the breezes that come with it. What we're hearing is that P word, that potential. We're right in the heart of the Brisbane market, and for more reports I'm hearing right now is if there's one capital city that you want to put your money in, particularly with interest rate drops just this week, it is the Brisbane market. We are performing, Olympics are coming, and this property can be a gold medal, not just for its location, but for the work that you're going to add to it, for the value you're going to add. It is right here, it's in your fingertips, and we wish you all the best with your bidding. Well, I asked for an opening bid and an opening offer. Where would you like to commence our auction today? You tell me where buys, opening bid, opening offer. I'm in your hands. All at once now. Just like that hour in the boardroom at the Reserve Bank this week going, are they going to do it? They are going to do it. They're going to drop it by 0.25%. The market's going to kick on. Opening bid, opening offer. Where would you like to go?
Starting at 800.
800 and on the phone then, good luck to number one at 800,000, good start there. Should we go straight to 850 or something greater? But at 800,000, good luck, send the luck down the phone. At 800,000, we'll look for 50 or something greater. At 850, do we go now, sir, against you? At 800, clear bid now and good buying at that level. 850, welcome in number 6 and we go straight back 9 with our starter. At 850, good luck to you, sir. At 850,000, at 850, the money, do we come back now at 9? At 850 against you. At 850, the bid, the offer. At 850,000, once at 850, don't lose it now. Second time at 850,000, we'll take on the 9.
We're at 850. 875.
875, short the stride there, same courtesy to you, sir. 875, do you go 25 to 9? At 875, 25 was on that. Do we go 25 to 9 now? At 875 against you. At 875,000. Go 25?
880.
Okay, shrink it by 5, 880 and 85 straight back at you quickly now, same courtesy or greater. At 885, do we say? At 880 against you.
890.
890, good bid, double it, and same double it to 900, shall we say? At 900, do we go, sir? At 890 against you there. At 890,000. 90.
900.
900, I like it even better. At 900,000. At 900, do we go now?
910.
910. At 910, the money. At 910,000, don't lose it now, sir. At 910. Once at 910.
915.
15, 5 it was at 915. 10, let's keep it at
25.
25, of course, at 925, the money. And 35.
30.
30. I would suggest doubling it to 50. 45 was it? 45, 15,000 there. At 945,000. Of course, if you're thinking of selling, you're using market leaders and Loyal Real Estate. They're the best in the business in this area. At 945, do we go 950? At 945,000, with me this whole way, sir. Haven't forgotten about you as well. At 945,000. At 945, there's the words. We're on the market. We're selling. At 945, send the news down the phone. Lack of a third, the bid. The property will be sold. At 945 and 50, sir. Straight back now at 950. Yes. 950 and 60. At 950,000, we'll take on the 60 on the market selling. At 960, do we go? At 950 against you now. At 950,000 once. At 950.
960.
60, at 60 and 70, you sure, sir? At 960,000, I'm going to ask a few more times if you don't mind. At 960,000, once. At 960,000, sir, definitely out here. At 960, thank you for your attendance. Absolutely out there, sir. At 960,000, once. At 960, the money. Second call at 961. Could we go for a cheeky one there, sir? At 961, yes. At 960. The Brisbane market, what's that, 2 or 3 days of growth at the moment? At 960,000. Third and final call, absolutely out, sir. At 960,000. We are selling. We are selling. Done and sold. Goodbye. At $960,000. A big congratulations to our purchasers and our sellers. Thank you for your attendance. Of course, if you're thinking of selling, use Natalie and the team at Loyal, and have a terrific rest of your week. We'll see you at our next auction event.